Hello and welcome back. I'm that Jack girl, and today we're going to talk about time poverty. And if anything that we discuss today sounds like you, please know that you are not alone. But let's talk about it. If you've ever said to yourself, there isn't enough hours in a day, there just isn't enough time to complete whatever the task is, then it's likely that you've experienced what's called time poverty.
People almost never talk about how much time it takes to be poor, even just to be like breaking even. Like, let's even just forget poor. If you don't have a vehicle, like, you don't realize how much of a time save having a vehicle is. And if you can't, have the disposable income to go get a vehicle because you're trying to budget the best you can. I have a friend that just had to move out of their apartment that was formerly across the street from their job. They now spend 12 hours a week, 48 hours a month sitting on a bus over 2 hours a day, every single day, for like a 12-mile round trip. This is wasted time. It's like, well, you could read a book or da. It is wasted time. And people far too often do not ever consider these things when they think about the types of people that have to ride the bus every day. You'll have these chud people that say things like, well, you could go get another job. How are they going to get there when the buses stop running at 9 o'clock at night? They go and they work an 8 to 5 or a 9 to 5 job. What are they supposed to spend $30 taking an Uber back home? How much money do you think these people are making if they can't afford a car? If they're supposed to go get another job, they're supposed to spend $150 a week of getting home every day? Like, people genuinely, completely do not use their brains when they're thinking about how expensive it is in money and time to be poor. Poor people waste so much time just fighting for the luxury to still be alive next week. And then you will always have somebody that, get another job. You can just save $10,000 and buy a good car. You can't do that when every waking moment of your existence is just to purchase the luxury of being alive the next day.
In this video, we're diving deep into what time poverty actually is, why so many people are struggling with it today, and most importantly, how you can take back control of your time, reduce stress, and finally create space for things that matter the most. Stick with me until the end because I'll share actionable strategies backed by research and real-world tips that can help you escape the feeling of constantly being behind. So if you're ready to stop feeling overwhelmed by your schedule, hit that like button, subscribe, and let's get into it.
So if you're working full-time, you don't have time for a life. It's true, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, the average millennial works about 45 hours a week, which is 9 hours a day. Average commuter time between the office and home of 55 minutes. That means basically 10 hours a day are just wrapped around. Now add to that between 1 to 2 hours a day you spend just on errands. It's between 11 to 12 hours a day of working, getting to or from work, or doing things just so that you can work. If you're a fully employed adult, when do you have time to actually have a life? Doing the things that are supposed to be making you a healthy adult, like exercise and getting the proper amount of sleep, this cuts down the amount of time you have to actually do anything to maybe an hour a day. And the weekends, which are going to fly by and require you to do even more errands.
What is time poverty? First, let's define it. Time poverty isn't about being financially poor. It's about being time poor. It's the chronic feeling that you just don't have enough time to do what you need to do, let alone what you want to do. Studies show that even modern technology was supposed to actually save us more time. Many people actually feel more pressed for time than ever before. We're constantly multitasking, working long hours, and juggling personal responsibilities, leaving us exhausted and dissatisfied. Here's the kicker. Time poverty is actually linked to lower happiness, weaker relationships, and even some health problems. So this isn't just about productivity. It's about your overall quality of life.
And so in sociology, when we think about like time poverty and like the consequences, what we're mostly talking about is now you're wasting time getting to and from work or to and from certain chores or whatever. that could be spent on socializing with your family, socializing with your friends, engaging in certain hobbies and interests that you have. Or a big one is like learning, reading, educating yourself, right? And not to get too sociological, but it's purposeful, right? If we can just work people to death, if we can make it that they are so busy that all they have time to do is go to work and get back, and then they're tired, and at that point all you want to do is watch TV, or you have to make food for your kids, or you just want to, like, hang out with your family, whatever it is, like, essentially we're worked so hard that when you get home, you don't have the energy to pick up a history book and learn and educate yourself, right? Like, you're going to do things that are probably more enjoyable. So whatever, in sociology, when we think about time poverty, it's kind of like the consequences are like, we're working people so hard that they don't have time to actually educate themselves about the oppression that they're facing.
So we ask ourselves, why are we time poor? And why is time poverty on the rise? There are a few big reasons why. The number one reason, work demands. Many jobs expect constant availability, especially with smartphones and remote work. The always on culture eats away at our personal time. The next, technology overload. Social media, endless notifications, and digital distractions make it really hard to focus. You think you're saving time, but in reality, you're losing hours without even realizing it. The next, overcommitment. Saying yes to too many things. Work projects, social events, family commitments leads to schedules so jam-packed, there's little room for you to breathe. And lastly, cultural pressures. In many societies, being busy is worn as a badge of honor. People equate busyness with success, which only fuels the cycle. Does any of that sound familiar? If so, you are not alone. The hidden cost of time poverty. Now let's talk about what time poverty is actually costing you. Most importantly, mental health. Constantly rushing creates chronic stress, anxiety, and burnout. Relationships. When you're time poor, your relationships suffer. You may neglect family, friends, or even your partner. It can cost you your personal growth, such as hobbies, self-care, and your personal passion projects can often get pushed to the back burner. And unfortunately, this can leave you to feeling unfulfilled. It can cost you your health. Lack of time can lead to poor diet decisions, less exercise, and inadequate sleep. The bottom line, time poverty can make you feel like you're living in survival mode rather than actually living. Now, if you ask yourself, how do I escape time poverty? Number one, audit your time. Try tracking your activities for 1 week. You'll be shocked at how much time is lost to scrolling, distractions, or low-value tasks. Awareness is the first step. Step two, redefine your priorities. Ask yourself, what truly matters? If everything feels urgent, it's likely that nothing really is. This is a perfect time to create a love list, a like list, and a leave list. Things you love doing, things you like but can reduce, and things you should let go of completely. Step three, learn to say no. Just think about it. Every time you say yes to something, you're actually saying no to something else. Protect your time like you protect your money. Step four, time blocking and boundaries. Set specific times for deep work, family, rest, and playtime. Treat those blocks as non-negotiable appointments for yourself. Step five, outsource and delegate. If you can hire help for those tasks that drain your time, your energy, tasks such as grocery delivery, virtual assistants, or even asking family to help with those responsibilities. Step six, digital detox. Turn off those non-emergency, non-essential notifications, and create blocks of time for tech-free zones in your day. You'd be surprised at how many hours you're gaining back. And lastly, step 7, rest and recovery. Remember, rest is productive. By recharging, you make better decisions, you work more efficiently, and you actually get more done in less time. Now, final thoughts. Here's the truth. You can't add more hours to the day. We all get the same 24 hours per day. But what's most important is what you do with those 24 hours that you're given and how you're managing your time to get things done that are on those lists that you've created. Time poverty doesn't have to define your life. With intentional choices, boundaries, and a clear focus on what matters, you can reclaim your time and your happiness. So when we think about time poverty, we also think about lack of time, how to manage our time, work-life balance. We ask ourselves, why do we feel so overwhelmed? We're here to reduce stress. We would love to escape burnout, and we want to learn how to say no. We want to detox digitally, and we want to stop being busy unnecessarily and feeling so far behind. If this video gave you some new insights and some new strategies, do me a favor, hit that like button and subscribe. And I'd love to hear more from you in the comments below. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you for watching until the end. Until the next video. Bye-bye.